Welcome to the Primetime 585 podcast. In studio, we got the best producer in the land, Julio. We also got Mel. Mel is here joining us. And of course, my light-skinned son, Jake Giudice, is joining us on the podcast today. And the luckiest man in Section 5, LG. I'm not even going to go our old route because people think that we're going through a divorce because we go at it so much, like we just go at each other.
You mean we're not going to go through?
No, we're stuck.
Damn, man.
So I decided I'm going to be nice for this week only. When we picked up a phone and we decided to do this, right? You never said no. You support, even when we had to pay to go to games. Section 5 said that we weren't able to cover sports. We had to go in and do it. You always did that. So with that being said, I'm giving you an 8 as a husband.
After not saying no for 32 years?
8. I mean, we still got some things to work on. Like the dishes, the laundry. You have been very good with dishes. After 32 years, guys, he discovered dishwashing liquid. That's that green thing. He discovered that. So I'm proud for you. I'm happy for you. So I'm not going to be mean to you today because people think that, man, are they working? What's going on with them? I can't retrain another one, guys. It took me 32 years to break him in. 32
years.
Yeah.
See, I thought you was going to call me the luckiest man and all that other BS that you talk about yourself. Because I had you prepared.
I know.
32, almost 32 years.
Mm-hmm.
That is 11, I calculated.
Oh, God.
It's 11,589 days plus 7 leap year days.
Oh, that's the leap year. Yo, Julio, he doing the leap year.
Them 7 days were hell.
Not the leap year. He threw the leap year. I am done. Let's get right into some hockey, y'all. Aquinas versus Schrader. Hockey went down. First of all, can I say, I just discovered how hockey can be lit. I mean, hockey is lit, Gerard. I love me some hockey, man. Yeah. So let's start off. So coming in, Webster Schrader was the number 1 team, not only in Section 5, but also in the state. That's a very big state.
Yeah.
And Aquinas, let's talk about this game.
Okay. Yeah, like you said, Schrader's number one in New York State. They're undefeated. Since 2007, AQ had not won a sectional championship.
Wow.
But Caleb Wood, he had 2 goals. Mm-hmm. Ryan Carmody had 2 goals. Right. But let's see how it happened. Caleb scored first at the 5:13-minute mark, and then Carmody, he made it 2-0 at 15:19.
Now Wood then scored on a power play at the 5:28 mark in the third, mm-hmm. So that makes it 3-0. Then Webster Schrader came right back with a goal by Anthony Pusateri. The Warriors then pulled within 3-2. Gerard, you got good.
Yeah, because with about 3 minutes left or so, they emptied the net. And with 45 seconds, he scored.
Yeah.
So if they scored it once with the power, with the extra skater, with like 45 seconds seems like such a long time.
But Carmody, at the 10.2 seconds left in the game, he broke their hearts.
Yeah, he picked up the loose puck and scored on the empty net goal, make it 4-2.
So after 25 years, congratulations to Chuck Dozier. He, as a head coach, head coach is his first sectional championship.
Good for him.
And I made the mistake of going in that locker room. Listen,
those are different.
Hockey funk is a different funk. I don't know why hockey funk is different from football, basketball, track and field, tennis. I don't care. Hockey funk is a different funk. I don't care. Y'all gonna have to be mad at me. It's a different funk.
Yo, we were talking to Jim McLean.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's his name, Jim McLean. He's been doing hockey for 50 years.
Yes.
Yeah,
he was with the Spartans.
Yeah, the Gates Child program. Yeah, he told us some stories.
He was like, "You're bold to go in there."
Yeah. He said they don't wash their clothes because it's bad luck.
I said, "Why didn't somebody tell me that?" Like before I went in there, I said, what do you mean they don't wash their clothes because it's bad luck? He said, they just feel like it's bad luck. I said, y'all probably should have told me that before I went in for that interview.
And then a parent called, I was texting you and said, the smell was so bad. They go outside and the outside smells.
So, yeah, she said she put the hockey stuff outside and the hockey stuff be smelling the outside up. How you smell outside up? Okay. But Aquinas got the 4-2 win over Schrader. Schrader was undefeated coming in. That's a big win for Aquinas. They really dug deep. They came in ready. I was happy for them young men. Mm-hmm. So congratulations. Then let's move on to Hilton versus Pittsford. Mm-hmm. Now this game's another underdog game, right? Mm-hmm. Pittsford came in only losing 2 games, Gerard. They only had 2 losses. Hilton was 14-8-1.
Yeah.
Coming into this game.
But they were the second seed.
Yeah, but hockey is kind of weird. You can be 14-8-1.
Yeah.
But only losing 2 games and losing 8 games is a big difference.
Yeah.
Right, coming in. But Pittsford, 12 seconds into this game, Pittsford scored. 12 seconds.
Yeah. No, so we were like thinking,
this game is going to get ugly real quick. Real quick. So Kellen Ahern, 12 seconds in, scored the first goal. Mm-hmm. But Hilton tied it. Mason Knight came back and tied it. Then Pittsford, Simon George with about 4:01 left in the first. So it was back. They kept exchanging goals.
Yeah, so it was 2-1 at the end of the first.
Yep. So then Hilton's Jaden Tietzel scored off of a beautiful centering pass by Lucas Grisanti.
Yeah.
And man, that tied the game up.
Yeah, that tied the game. Then in the third,
Liam Porter, right?
Yeah, Liam Porter. He found the back of the net to give Hilton a 3-2 lead. They scored another one, and then Hutterman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he scored on an empty net goal to give Hilton 5-2 win.
But can I shout out Lennon Suplicki, the goalie? There was 32 shots that he saved.
Wow.
He was working harder than a Jamaican with 3 jobs. Okay, they was firing all full force at him. Yeah. So shout out so Hilton moves on. So this is a weird thing, and I'm still trying to understand hockey. Hilton and Pittsford both move on to states.
Yes.
Right? Because Section 5 has what's called the at-large bid, right? Mm-hmm. Guess what, Gerard? They could meet again at states.
Wow.
They're on opposite sides of the bracket.
So the only way they would meet was
in the championship.
State finals.
Yeah, in the state finals.
Okay.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Let's hope. But I mean, it's tough. They got a couple teams to go through. That it's a tough ride for them. Yeah. But shout out to Hilton, man. This is their first sectional championship. Mm-hmm. Congratulations, Hilton. Them boys, they played their hearts out. Now, Joe, we got to get right into some basketball. We are deep into sectional semifinals. Let's start off with Bishop Kearney and East Rochester. Woo! I'm going to let you start this one off.
Yeah, well, I think they was Bishop Kearney, who's the number 1 seed.
Yep.
And they played number 4 East Rochester. Mm-hmm. But East Rochester is as scrappy a team as you could see. They're not very big. But, man, they hustle. And they had, I think, a 9-point lead at the half.
And a 2-point lead going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, because
so they led the whole way.
The way Kearney came out in that third quarter was completely different.
Oh, yeah.
And the bench energy. I learned that from McQuaid's section run, from Jack Leisure. Mm-hmm. Bench energy is points.
Yeah.
Because when you got a bench that is cheering for you when you're doing good and picking you up when things are starting to go wrong, that's points.
Yeah.
And in this game, every point mattered. So they came back in the third quarter. Jaden Pascal, he's a 6'6" sophomore. He woke up. He finished with 16 points. He had 3 or 4 threes.
I didn't know he could even shoot it.
Yeah.
I didn't know he could shoot it like that.
He's a big guy. You see him right there, number 30. He got a little handle too. So he had 16 points, and he was blocking shots, too.
And then Jaden Capers finished off with 15 points. Mm-hmm. Scores inside, he draws fouls. Very kid. Athletic, yeah. Owen Gorham, now he's only a 7th grader.
Yeah.
He had 3 threes in the second half, but they needed all 3 of those threes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was clutch. He had so poised for a 7th grader.
And DJ Hamer is only a ninth grader also, and he had 2 threes. He's also poised. He handled the ball.
Yeah, he didn't play in the second half.
That much, right.
But he's a very good young player.
Very smart.
And because what Carney had working when he was on the bench, you don't change the lineup.
Oh, yeah.
I remember even when Michael Jordan was playing against the Blazers, they were down 13 in the fourth quarter. Mike was on the bench. They brought it down to like 5. And Phil Jackson's like, nah, I'm sorry, we got to go with these guys. They're killing. So I'm not comparing him to Michael Jordan.
No, but you're saying that if it's working, it was working. It was working for Coach. For Willie that day. And Volpe, now he only had 5 points, but he contests shots.
Yeah.
Right. In the paint, on the perimeter.
Yeah.
He does that very, very well.
And he rebounds well too.
Now Kobe Spate, defensive dog.
Yeah.
He is a defensive dog. Okay.
Yeah. Coach Mason, he named him the player of the game because he was just great on defense. He's long. He's at the top of the 1-3-1. And what's the difference between scoring 20 and preventing 20 points from?
Well, that's always been your methodology, even your practice, right?
Yeah.
Like you're big on that, like 1-3-1, pounce on them when they get over the half court line. Let's talk about Jacob. Jacob is a shooter. For Carney.
Yeah, he was in foul trouble in the first half.
Yeah.
But when he did get time, he was knocking down threes. Yeah.
But shout out to Justice Allen. He had 24 points. He rebounds that ball. He's strong.
He's an undersized center.
Yeah, and Judah Tanner had 15 points. They both had a really good season, both those boys. Bishop Carney will face Kenneth Greenwood Friday at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock at night at the Blue Cross Arena is going to be lit. Now, let me first say this. And we're going to talk more about matchups later. That's actually going to be a much better game. But Willie Mason, Drew, I got a question to ask you. So Willie Mason won sectionals with World of Inquiry last year. This year, he's heading back to a sectional finals. When was the last time a coach did that from 2 opposite teams? We know Lefebvre did that.
Jeff
Lefebvre did that over at Aquinas. When he was at Gates, then he went to Aquinas. Who else did that?
I can't think of anybody else.
Yeah, I was trying to research that. It's hard to find somebody else that's done it with 2 different teams.
In 2 straight years.
In 2 straight years is what I'm talking about. So, congratulations. Bishop Carney, the number 1 seed, they still dancing. 62-51 was the last game. But ER gave them everything they could handle. They earned that win. Yeah. They earned that win, absolutely. Let's go on to Monroe versus East High School. Woo! Listen, this was covered by Jake. Monroe versus East was a track meet, okay? It was a game of athleticism. It's an RCAC matchup. Let's talk about this game, Gerard.
Well, I wasn't really there, but they was trailing 43-39 with 3 minutes to go in the third. And then Monroe went on a 17-0 run. That's tough to do against an East squad, who was the number 1 seed, by the way. And they took the lead and they never looked back.
These 2 teams played back in February, on the 12th of February, with East actually winning that game. East actually came back during that game also. John Hardy buried 2 threes back-to-back in this game. Navarian Patton, 21 points for him. Jordan Rice with 15 points. Taj Holmes with 13 points. When you have 4 guys scoring in double digits, that's hard to stop.
Yeah, because Hardy had 10,
And Zion Parsons of East finished off with 29 points. Jake said he was unstoppable. He was unstoppable. And Hardy came off the bench for that. But shout out, man. Listen, Coach got these guys playing.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
Yeah.
He's a winner in football.
Terrell Cunningham.
Yeah, Coach Cunningham, he's a winner in football. He just have certain methodology of expectation for his guys.
Yep.
Whether they're on the football field, in the classroom, on the basketball court, he's just some people are just winners. Yeah. And he just have that winning mentality.
Yeah.
So I gotta shout that.
Very disciplined team.
Very disciplined.
Yeah. Yeah.
And very a brotherly type team. If you know what I'm talking about. Like they really root for each other. They're not selfish at all. They pass the ball very well. They take on Wayne. So we will talk more about that in around section 5. We're going to bring Jake on because Jake is a Wayne guy. So we see what he's going to say when you bring Jake on. All right, so let's go on to UPrep versus Rush Henrietta. This one was covered by Rashard and Jack. Wow, Rush Henrietta was down 14 going into the fourth quarter. Down 14. Gerard, this is similar for you. You were down 14 for sectionals when I had to cuss you out. So I'm going to divert a little bit. You down 14 points playing against Bishop Kearney. Solomon Donaldson.
12 points.
12 points. Solomon Donaldson fouled out. This is the quarterfinals, right? Was it the quarterfinals or semifinals? Quarters. You did not want to play. I'm going to tell y'all something about Gerard. Gerard
we
did
went
not.
over this last week.
No,
We're going to talk about this every episode.
Because I was right. So listen, but I was going to ask you, what is Betts going through?
11,589 days plus 70 leap years.
What's Betts going through at the beginning of the fourth quarter down 14? You've been there. What is he thinking with his team in a sectional semifinal game down 14? What do you think he's thinking, and what is he telling his team?
Tell one possession at a time. Every possession counts.
Defense.
Defense, yeah. Defense.
That's what he's telling his team at that point. You're down 14. It's tough to come back, especially a very, very good UPrep athletic team, right? So I didn't know. I mean, I'm curious from a coach's perspective what Coach Betts is saying.
Also, we've had some opportunities. Let's cash in on them. We can do this. If they outscored us, we can outscore them because I think we're better than them.
I know another thing that you always say to your team, basketball is a game of runs.
Yeah.
Now it's our turn to go through it. That's something that you always say.
Yeah.
But real quick, now Milan Griffith had 27 points, 14 of those in the fourth and overtime. They went into overtime. Kingston Henry with 11 points. Freshman Torts with 6 points. Wright with 6 points. Barati with 8 points. James Willingham with 22 points for UPrep. Javion Sampson with 15 points. And Gavin White with 15 points. They will face Fairport. This is a battle. The troll pages gonna be lit. Listen, if y'all don't follow Rush Henrietta or Fairport trolls, and you're in sports in Section 5, y'all missing out. Y'all are missing out. So this is a back-to-back sectional matchup from last year.
Yeah.
Right? Rush Henrietta started off slow. They started the season off slow.
As they should, because they don't have...
They lost everybody.
They lost everybody.
They lost a lot of people in the transfer portal. That's all I keep saying. They lost a lot of people in the transfer portal, right?
They went prep school. 3 starters went to prep school.
Yeah, and then one transferred to East.
Yeah.
Yep. So they lost a lot, right? And they still ended up at the sectional finals. So Fairport and Rush Henrietta, this is back-to-back sectional championship.
Yeah.
A battle for both of these two teams. So the troll page is gonna be lit. If y'all ain't following the troll page, y'all don't know. These kids are very creative.
Yes.
They've learned to be creative. Let's go into this Wayne versus Geneva boys basketball game. Let me first say this. Wayne is the 3 seed. Geneva is the 2 seed. They split coming into this season. They split. So Wayne won the game. Geneva won the game. So this is like, you don't know who's going to win.
Yeah.
Geneva got a bunch of athletes. So Wayne was trailing by 6 coming out of the third. And Wayne went on an 18-5 run over Geneva to go back to the sectional championship.
Yeah.
An 18-5 run. I know Bill Thompson said he got some talent. I know he probably sat on the bench and says, in Richie and Jack Miles, Aiden Twist, I trust or something, because they left it all there on the court. Once Wayne took the 45-43 lead, they never looked back.
Yeah.
They led the rest of the way. So this was a game between two teams that know each other very, very well. Both these teams know each other very well. Aiden Twist finished off with 13 points. Jack Miles with 13 points. Richie Miles with 8 points. Wayne will take on number 4, Monroe, on Saturday. So this is back-to-back, Jake, back-to-back-to-back. 3 times you guys went to sectional. Yeah, he bragged. Yeah, he said, yeah.
Jake was on that team.
Jake was on that team. So this is back-to-back-to-back sectionals run for Wayne. They won 5 sectionals, though, since 2018. Wayne does a good job with basketball down there. They really do. They do a very, very good job with basketball.
Billy Thompson is a great, great coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of knows what he's doing, and he was coach of the year. He kind of knows what he's doing over there. So congratulations, Wayne. They go back and they will take on Monroe for the sectional championship. Look for this game to be a very, very good game. I wonder what Andarius is saying right now. It's an inside joke.
Andarius Hamlin.
Andarius be staying on them folks.
Andarius, stay away from me during the sectionals, okay?
Because everything is being recorded, ends up on the internet. He was right next to you last year.
Yeah.
And we had to beep some things out. It was a mess. And Darius is watching me on Facebook. Darius, I call his name. Darius, stay on Eastwood. He stay on. I don't know why he got them. He be going after East. Darius, stay away from Coach Iglesias at the Wayne versus Monroe game, because last year I had to do some deep editing for that final game against Wayne. You would think Darius went to Wayne. The way Darius be acting. And Darius, boys, that's my guy, though. He makes it fun. This is what sports is all about, y'all. So let's go on to some girls basketball. We're staying with East. Mercy versus East girls basketball. Wow. George, this was an upset.
Yeah, East number one. Number one seed. Mercy's a 4 seed. Okay, Mercy was 13-9. East was 16-5 and playing a tough schedule.
East played a tough schedule, yeah.
And, East has some talent, but on this day, it was all Mercy. Okay, they won 56-44. Laura Colston with 15 points. Emerson Wadke, 14.
She's only a ninth grader. She's like, what, 6'2"?
Is she ninth or 10th?
Or 10th grade? No, she's ninth.
She's ninth, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's about 6'2".
She's about 6'2". Yeah, her dad was a tremendous player in Section 5.
Yeah. And
Robin Jones, with 6 points. She had 12 rebounds though.
Yeah.
She crashes the boards, Robin does.
Yeah. And that was my fear for East was the rebounding.
Yeah. That was a big thing for you, yeah.
Yeah.
Dariana Weathers for East finished off with 18 points. Samaja Jackson, both of which are very talented. These girls are very, very talented.
Yeah. And they're coming back next year too.
With 17 points. Mercy advances to the finals. This was definitely an upset alert. The 4 knocked off the number 1 East High School. Okay, go ahead. So now we got Newark versus HFL. This game was also an upset. HFL is the 3 seed. Newark is the 2 seed. But let me tell you, Newark came in this game. This was a class where the top 4 girls, team 5, could win it, right?
Yeah.
But Newark had Karina Natali and Mariana Chance, who's been dominating. She's the truth.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Karina Natali is the truth.
No, talk about what you say about Mariana. She had
14 points.
Yeah.
But those 2 girls have been really pivotal for Newark.
Yeah.
Pivotal. So I really thought that they were going to give.
Because they beat them earlier.
Yeah.
Newark beat HFL in the Christmas tournament.
Yeah. But
Karina Natali is no joke.
Neither is Shea Angelo.
And she's like 9th grade, right?
Neither is Shea Angelo.
Yeah, the Duke lacrosse commit.
She's playing basketball to keep in shape.
Yeah.
For lacrosse.
Yeah.
She is the 3-point shooting. She holds the record now. She broke a 25 or 30-year record with the most threes in a season. She just broke that record this year for basketball.
Yeah.
She's going to Duke for lacrosse. Yeah. She's doing this in her spare time, which means that she's not putting any work in the gym. She just out here using her sheer God-given talent of athleticism.
Yeah.
I've been saying it before, she's one of the top girl athletes in section. I've been saying it since she was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And and her dad played for you, right?
No, he played for Mickey Walker,
Mickey Walker,
who I wound up working with also as a coach.
So Shea Angelo finished off with 22 points.
Yeah, if you play with Mickey Walker, your team is you're really good.
You're really good.
Yeah.
Back then. Oh yeah, you're really good. And Alyssa Richards finished off with 12 points. HFL advances. Congratulations, HFL. Okay, let's go into Leroy versus Cuba. Rushford, Bolivar, Richburg.
The longest name
in Section 5 right now.
Yeah.
So this was a B2 matchup. This was a sectional championship, though. So this wasn't a semifinals.
Yeah.
So talk about this game. This was just last night.
Yeah, this was a low-scoring first half, 17-12.
Yeah.
It was, both teams were playing good defense, obviously. But, you know, it's not really exciting
It wasn't exciting until
at that time.
that fourth quarter changed everything. Go ahead.
Yeah. At the end of the third, Leroy had a 30-22 lead. Now, in a game like this,
It's tough to make up 8 points.
8-point lead is like a 15-point lead.
Yep, I agree.
Yep. Leroy's Bailey Caton, Caton is it? She's an outstanding point guard with handles. Cora Weaver, Kylie Wilson, Madison and Paddock, and McKenna Gallo. They were playing great team ball, especially on defense. Leroy has outstanding help defense. And because of that, you know, they built up a 34-22 lead with 3:43 left. Now I'm saying,
Game is over.
yeah, the game's over because they're up 11. I couldn't even imagine Cuba Rushford.
But Cuba Rushford's the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
They're playing a 6.
Yeah, but still, I couldn't imagine them scoring 12 points in 4 minutes after scoring just 22
yeah.
in the first 28. But Lily Tompkins from Cuba Rushford, 2 free throws. Aubrey Williams and Lily Farwell, back-to-back threes. Kendall Thompson stole a pass and gave it to little sister Lily Tompkins. Well, whatever. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
for a layup. Yeah. Then Williams, hustle, amazing dive for a steal. And Lily Tompkins, layup.
Tied it at 34 after being down the whole game.
Yeah, and in like 3 minutes they did like in 2 minutes they did all of this. Okay, Leroy's Madison Paddock layup gave Leroy a 36-34 lead. Farwell made a free throw to make it 36-35. And Leroy's Kylie Wilson made 2 clutch free throws with 8.7 seconds left to give Leroy a 38-35 lead. But Williams completed the 16-2 run by hitting another three with 3.7 seconds left to send it into overtime.
The gym went crazy.
Yeah. Unbelievable. They
Crazy.
scored 16 points in 3 minutes, 43 seconds after scoring 22 points in 28 minutes.
But the miracle was not meant to be. A McKenna Gallo from Leroy made a layup and then got the free throws from Paddock, and the tournament MVP Bailey Catan for the thrilling 50-42 win for the Class B2 championship. What a game this was.
Yeah.
Young team, too. They returned all 5 of their starters next year, Gerard.
Yeah.
That's a young team. That's
including
a
MVP Bailey Catan. She's good.
Yeah, she a problem.
Yeah, she has some nice handles. She's smooth.
She a problem. So the next game, right after that, was Waterloo versus Dansville game. Dansville is the number 1 seed. Waterloo is the number 2 seed. So let me first say this. Waterloo went through a maze to get here. They had to knock off Cornell.
Yeah. Those two always go at it.
Always.
Every year, it's Hornell and Waterloo.
Both teams don't have a bunch of athletes on the team. So Waterloo, the final score was Waterloo with the win. However, I gotta say this. At the end of the first quarter, we gotta talk defense.
Yeah.
It was 24-0.
Yeah.
In my 30 years plus of going to sectionals, I don't think I've ever seen that that level of defense that Waterloo had.
Yeah.
Nothing against Dansville. Dansville's a very good team.
Yeah, I mean...
That's the reason why they're the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
But Waterloo's defense was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
They held them to 0 points in the first quarter.
I think they only got off like 4 shots.
Yeah, they couldn't even get in.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of athletes.
They kept turning it over because they were trapping all over the place. Yeah, they was just outstanding defense.
At the half, it was 37-6 at the half. That tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
Addison Bree, who is a tremendous athlete, so the dad is the coach.
Yeah.
So there's 2 sets of sisters on the team. She's the only senior.
Yeah.
On this team. So there's another young team coming back.
Yeah.
She had 11 points, but she generally always puts up double digits every single game. Gwen Panek is the truth, though. She had 20 points. She is absolutely amazing player. She's a stud athlete.
Yeah.
Tanja Williams, Kia Moody were great on defense. Freshman Janae Hawkins. She's only a freshman. 25 Delaney came off the bench. Look for Waterloo to be good for the next couple of years. All I'm going to say is that Okay, this is their 11th sectional championship in school history. Their last one was 2023, which we covered back in 2023. But this is a prime example of defense winning championships.
Yeah.
That was what the lesson was for this Waterloo team. They did not win on offense. They won on strictly defense. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. And they're going to play another great defensive team in Leroy.
Oh, because they have to play for the crossover game.
Crossover to see who represents Section 5.
That game going to be lit, okay?
Yeah. It sounds like the score is going to be like 7-6 in that game.
Of that game. So real quick, let's go over some bowling sectionals. Bowling went down this past week. Let's shout out to all the winners for Class A. Victor is the winner for boys. Victor is the winner for Class A. For Class B, it was Gates Chili. For Class C, Newark boys. And I'm going to tell you later on, the Newark girls also won. And Class D, Archangel, which is a small, tiny school, Gerard. But them little kids was bowling.
Yeah. It was their first sectional championship in any
sport.
Good for them.
Any sport.
Good for them.
Yes. And then for girls, Class A was Rush Henrietta girls. They got the win. Class B was Canandaigua. And Canandaigua, it was their first sectional championship in school history for them. Class C, Newark girls win it. 9 out of the last 10 years they've won. And Class D, Bloomfield, who's also have a very good bowling program. They got low-key, for a small school, they do have a very, very strong bowling program. They were the Class D champions. So we actually went 3 out of 4 days. And can I say bowling is lit?
Yo,
bowling is lit. I don't care what y'all say. Bowling is lit.
Yeah.
Talk about bowling. Them fans, man.
Yeah,
bowling is lit.
They've got great fans out there. I mean, it is packed to see bowling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's packed. You can't get in. These parents are there rooting on their kids. But at this level, what I found out with bowling, because one game was so close, I think it was like a 31-point win.
Yeah.
Pin win.
And that was over how many games?
6.
6 games.
Yeah, because they bowled 3 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So to only win by...
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that just tells you all you need to know. But I just want to shout out them bowling parents. It was on and popping, and the bowling parents. Okay, let's go on to some track and field with Coach Johnson. Coach Johnson is on the road right now, heading to states.
Yeah.
Because we had a multitude of states, of state people that punched their tickets for states. So we're just going to it was a lot. So do you know that, Gerard, in track and field, you could punch your ticket to states. Like 5 people could punch it because if they meet the state standard.
Yeah, like swimming.
They get to go. So Rashard must have gotten over 100 pictures of kids that punched their ticket because track and field got a lot of events.
Yeah.
There's a lot, boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
Yeah. So let's give some names of some of the people that punched their ticket. Mary Grace Roge of Irondequoit, Molly McJury of Brockport, Zine Kantari of Sutherland, Caleb Lance of Rush Henrietta for the 1,000, Kamara Lane from Padilla Soda World of Inquiry. Remember when they were in studio last week? They said she's going to be... She's only a 10th grader.
Yeah, they were talking about
her. Yeah,
she might become the GOAT.
Yeah, they said she might be
Section 5.
And she qualified in the long jump and the 55. And then Anthony McKinney of Eastridge for the high jump. Jordan, give me some more names.
Modesty Penny from Gates for the triple jump. Beckham Taylor for Sutherland. Ben Burns from Williamson. Cash Rosado from Brockport. Zach Hartz, Alexander Pembroke, and Josephine Suppo Victor for the 1,500.
Okay. So now, Hannah Governor, the queen of track and field. That's what I call her, Queen Governor. She's qualified in the 3,000, the 1,500, and the 4x400, just so y'all know. Eli Strobert of Brighton. Mallory Keller of Fairport with the race walk. Grayson Milliman of Arkport Kennesaurega for the weight throw. Emma Goodall, again, she's back again, of Victor. Max Travado of Thomas. Noah Collins Howard broke the record, the 30-year record, to be the fastest guy in Section 5 from Rush Henrietta. the fastest guy.
For the 55.
Fastest guy.
And he's only a junior.
Only a junior. Look for him to be back next year. And he's a tremendous, tremendous football player on top of that, too. So Congratulations to all the people. You can check out all on our page. We have everybody that has punched their ticket. There's just too much to list because that Rochester is we have a mecca of talented athletes in all the different sports. And track and field is one of them. So Coach Johnson's actually on the road right now driving to states as we speak. Okay. Go ahead.
While we're talking about a mecca, let's just talk about basketball for 30 seconds. We've had, in a 2-year span, we had 5 NBA players. We had Jalen Pickett, Isaiah Stewart, Thomas Bryant, Anthony Lamb, and Jonathan Williams. I think 4 of them are still in the league. And next year, we might have another 2 with Jaden Bradley and Mel Council. So per capita, Rochester probably has more NBA players than any city in the world.
Per capita, yeah.
Per capita. That's every 1,000, 100,000.
Yeah, and I'm talking about, and both those guys, Mel and Jaden Bradley, are both, they're going to, don't quote me on it, but they're talented enough to make it.
Yeah.
To imagine having that many, talking about Mecca. We're going to talk more about that on another show, but you're absolutely right. Let's go into some cheer sectionals. So, we cover everything. Primetime covers it all. Shout out to my cheer judges. But let me tell you, let's give the winners. The Class B champion was Hilton. They will be competing at Binghamton on March 7th. Class A champ was Penfield. No shocker there. Both these teams, Gerard, are dominant. Class C was Haverling. Class D1 was Addison. Class D2 was Gananda. They are the defending state champ. Yeah. So then D1, D2, and D3 had to compete.
Yeah.
At the end, we were at cheer. Y'all. We were at cheer from 8:45 a.m. We pulled out of there at 7:55 p.m.
Yeah. That was a long day.
We had 2 10-minute breaks. Yeah. I was trying to eat like this. Yeah.
They had some good food for us. Yeah, they take care of us.
Listen, my girl Stacy gonna take care of us. I ain't worried. Listen, they gonna take care of us. But it really was it was absolutely just seeing amazing performances. We watched all 78 teams. Obviously, you're going to have some falls. You're going to have some people that fall. But for the most part, great event. The Nancy Sexton...
let's not forget the
co-ed champion was Webster Thomas. Yes. And D3 champions was Campbell Savona. Nancy Sexton Leadership Award, Class A was Natalie Marino of Penfield. Class B was Olivia Verkey of Hilton. Class D1 was Lillian Atwood of Addison. D2 was Ella Michaela of Gananda. D3 was Madison Hogue of Campbell Savonia. And Emma Rose for co-ed. I didn't get the Class C one. I could not find that one. Coach of the Year, Jessica Businell for Class A. Class B was Shelly Camano. Class C was Jamie Holman. Class D1 was Lindsay Herkimer of Avon. D3 was Nicole Hogue. Co-ed was my girl, my friend Stacy Pike, and D2 was Jen Perro. Shout out to the cheer community. They really welcome us in. They make us feel welcome. Absolutely love it. Gerard, we got to get into Gerard's pick. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to go with wrestling.
Okay, go ahead.
We had some state champions, okay? You had Chris Noto, Jacob McVie, and Jasmine Brucato from HFL. 3 state champs from one school.
Have 3 state champs.
Yeah. Chris Noto, he's from the Dominant Wrestling family, and his brother Anthony Noto is also a 4-time state champion. Chris himself...
He's a 2-time champion.
Yeah, he's a 2-time state champion. Now, Chris and Jacob McVie, they'll attend...
Lock Haven, right?
Lock Haven. They're a D1 wrestling powerhouse. Jasmine Brucato... she's on the girls' side. She's also dominant, running through Section 5.
Can we talk about her real quick? When we saw her, we covered her a lot this year. She looks so nice and innocent and sweet.
Small
girl. Like, hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Then she get on that mat, and she a beast.
Yeah.
She is a beast. No, she wrestles, it's HFL Alexander.
Right?
But she
she's from Alexander.
No, but it's a merged team. So we want to give, it's HFL Alexander. She's from HFL, but the wrestling girl side is HFL Alexander. Okay. So it's a combined team.
Okay.
All right, so keep going.
Okay. You had Samson McKinnick. McKissick Staley. Sampson. He sounded like a wrestler.
Yeah, they named him to be a wrestler.
He's from Mendon. He won the 150-pound D1 New York State Championship. He's the first wrestler in 20 years to win states for Pittsford. And on top of that, he's never lost a match in Section 5 in his whole career. He's a 4-time Section 5 champ, 4-time super sectional champ, and he also went to states all 4 years. I mean, as a 9th grader, he came in 5th place in the state, 10th and 11th, 2nd, and then he got the coveted championship this year as a senior.
Now, can I say, to be that dominant where no one has beaten you in Section 5 is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy to run through Section 5 and to go to states every single year. Let's shout that out. Yeah, that's crazy.
As a 9th grader, he ran through Section 5.
Yeah. So New York State wrestling champions, Noto, Brocado, McVie, and McKissick Staley. You are Gerard's pick. Wow. All right. Karen's pick. We already covered this already, but I gotta tell you, I had to pick Hilton Hockey, Gerard. This was their first sectional championship in school history, and they did it in good fashion. This is historic. They were the underdogs. They beat a Pittsford powerhouse who was the defending sectional champs before them. They came into this game 14-8-1, and now they are the Class A champions. Yeah. I gotta say, Coach Monfiletto, congratulations. This is huge for this program. So I want to give them. Pittsburgh scored within 12 seconds, and that could have had an effect on someone mentally, the kids mentally, but it didn't. It pushed them. Because I asked them in the interview, would that bother you? They said, no, that made us want to go harder. To be scored on 12 seconds in, mentally you would think that would affect them. They dug deep. Shout out to Mason Knight, the captain, Liam Porter, a defenseman, Hunter Hootman, the captain, Braden Burr, Jaden Tietzel, all of these guys, and goalie Lennon Suplicki, and the entire Hilton hockey team. You are Karen's pick. Okay, we got some time. We're going to bring Jake on. Because we're going to talk some Section 5 matchups. And Jake knows basketball.
Yeah.
So, Gerard, what are we going to start with? Let's start with some boys.
You nervous, Jake, man? No. I was my first time. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. But, Friday, excuse me, on the boys' side, at 5 o'clock, you have B1 Leroy versus Minders. I haven't seen Minders all year.
I would not mess with Minders. They took Wayne to the end. They were up by 21
against Wayne
at halftime. Yep. But eventually Wayne came out, beat him by like 30. But Elijah Dowell, he's not a kid to mess with. The soccer star.
Okay, because he was okay.
He's tough. Braden Cerami.
Okay,
he's good. So they're a 7 seed. They're a 6 or a 7 seed.
I don't know.
They're not a team to mess with. They're well coached. They do this every single year. Always start off slow. So
we saw Leroy. Leroy got the hockey, right? They got. They got. Is it Matt Hockey? Right? Yeah. They got Matt Hockey. They run the ball. So look for this B1 to be. You're saying this is going to be a good matchup then between both teams? Okay, all right. Jake has seen both teams. Let's go to the 7 o'clock game.
Now I'd be real impressed if you saw Class D Andover Whitesville.
Never. I've seen Alba.
Andover Whitesville in Brody Vance we trust. Brody Vance, I think, is averaging like 30 points a game. People are like, is Andover Whitesville in Section 5? Like, where is that at?
Yeah, it's next to Hinsdale.
Where's Hinsdale?
So right by Bonaventure.
That's a ways.
That's a ways. So Andover Whitesville with Brody Vance. Elba. Who Elba got?
Yeah, Bing Zuber. He's pretty good. He's tall. He's about probably 6'4", 6'5".
Okay.
He's got some length. He could shoot the ball.
Okay, so they got a shooter there. And then at 9 o'clock, we've got Bishop Kearney versus Canasteel Greenville.
That's a game right there.
Listen, that game, we're going to try to make it back. We have to cover the girls' championship because we want to be equal in our coverage. So we're actually going to the girls' championship all the way because Section 5 had to put, they had to mess with us. They had to put girls all the way at FLCC an hour away. But we're going to try to make it down to the boys' game at the end. Kearney versus Canisteo Greenwood. What you got with this one? We saw both teams. Yeah. What y'all think about this game?
I think that Kearney's a little bit deeper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're bigger.
Mm-hmm.
If Jordan Pascal plays like he did last night,
mm-hmm.
yeah, they're gonna give.
They're gonna mess my guy. They're gonna mess with my guy.
It sounds like you're taking sides here.
I'm not taking sides. I'm just asking a quick question.
Yeah, Carson Chafee. Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. Like I said, they're deeper,
mm-hmm.
and
two good coaches.
Yeah, you got
Coach
Carson
Beers and Coach Mason. Yeah.
Yeah, they got Jack Beers.
Yep, only an eighth grader could shoot the ball.
Then you got the Sirianni brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
what's your opinion on this one, Jake?
It's hard to go up against Carson. It really is. It's hard to guard him. It's hard
mm-hmm.
to beat him. So I think Canisteo.
You're taking Canisteo. Gerard's taking Kearney. Okay,
but Kearney's they've got a 6'6" and a 6'5". Yeah. They might be able to neutralize Chafee. Okay. I don't know.
All right, so Jake is saying Canisteo Greenwood. Gerard is saying Kearney.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go into the girls' side. Sutherland versus Canandaigua.
I got to go with Sutherland. They're the best team in Section 5 girls.
Lucy Bush is her.
Yeah.
She is her.
Yeah.
Petra Hunt is her.
Yeah. And then, oh my girl,
And then Canandaigua are athletes too, though. And then it's Jake, who you got? Sutherland, Jake, Gerard got Sutherland. Who you got?
It's going to be closer than what you think.
Okay. Jake is going.
They beat Mendon at the buzzer.
Yeah.
They're big. She's about 6'3". And she's
at least. Sophia Payne?
She's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jake is like this. I'm not betting against Canandaigua because Canandaigua got a big and they just knocked off Mendon, who's also very good. Yeah. That's what we're going with. Okay. Let's go ahead.
Guards win.
Yes.
Guards win. That's what he always says. Yeah. Let's go into Penfield versus Webster Schrader. She's not a guard, but she's going to be a problem. Yeah. She's 6'2", 6'3", and she's
at
an
least
8th grader.
6'3" and maybe 6'4".
All right, so
that's Kenyatta Scott.
Yeah, so
for Schrader.
I'm asking you guys, Penfield or Schrader? Go ahead, Gerard.
Well, Schrader beat them earlier.
Yep.
And Penfield.
It's different. Listen, when it's sectionals time. It's 0-0 to me.
Yeah.
It is 0-0. So go ahead.
But I believe Penfield has lost at least 2, I think 3 players to injury, starters.
Yeah.
So that hurts a lot. Yeah.
So you're going with Schrader for this championship.
Yeah. And with Avery.
Corley.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Jake?
Guard. Yeah, she's outstanding.
Schrader.
They
haven't lost since their first game of the year.
Yeah.
Against Sutherland.
Yeah. So. Sutherland's the only one that beat them. Okay. All right. So look for that. The Saturday matchup. Saturday, we're at the Blue Cross all day. Let's start with AA1. Penfield versus Victor. Woo! Go ahead, Gerard.
Well, Penfield's beaten them twice handily during the regular season.
It's a different time of the year.
It's a different time. And Churchville Childlight gave Penfield all they could handle. Last night. So, but I got to go Penfield.
You're going with Penfield. Yeah. Jake.
Yeah, it's hard. You got 3 City Rocks kids, McCarthy, Johnson, and Green.
So you're saying the athleticism of Penfield is going to dominate Victor? Victor is very fundamental, but so is Penfield.
Yeah, but
both teams like to run. They like to push up the court. So it's going to be very entertaining. Bigger court.
Yeah, but speaking of bigger, that's one thing we said when we saw Victor the first time. I said, they don't have any size. Yeah. But you're talking about 6'8", 6'5", and then a super athletic 6'3".
Okay. So let's go into Mendon versus Athena. Wow. Yeah. First of all, shout out to Athena. They knocked off a powerhouse in Sutherland with some bigs.
Yeah.
So let's say that.
Did Sutherland only have 1 loss before that?
2.
They had 2 losses?
Yeah.
HFL and Mendon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Man, Jake, you know your stuff.
That's why Jake is here. So Mendon Okay, this is to me what we're going to see. We're going to see two well-coached teams. We're going to see not a lot of turnovers. Nally got both his sons on this team.
Yeah.
I believe Coach's sons have a little bit of a different IQ, but they're going against one of the top point guards in Little Russ.
Yeah.
In
The
Section
top.
5. The top guard.
Yeah,
in
that's my opinion.
Yeah, in Section 5. So does that neutralize Trevor Nally or what? Because, he's like a coach on the court too. Okay? So tell me, who you got? Mendon or Athena?
I have no
No
idea.
idea. This is going to be a game. This is going to be... Go ahead, Jake.
I think it's pretty simple. I think Athena's going to come out and just run.
Oh, he got Athena.
I was at that game.
You were at the game? Okay.
And the difference, Gates Chili made Mendon fight.
Okay.
They had to fight for that. They had to come back and win.
When you have to
Athena
fight
was
for
up
win.
the entire game against Sutherland, so
Wow.
I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, I was
He's
surprised at that win.
Yeah.
He's confident that okay, Fairport.
Wait. Coach Stetzer, give him a lot of credit.
Absolutely.
Because they won sectionals last year, and the only returner, I shouldn't say only, because it's Russell Ellis Jr.
Starter, right.
Yeah. So,
they got
a
talent.
whole new team.
Cole Poff, going to Brockport football, he's good.
Yeah.
He's really good.
He's really good.
Is it Caleb Brown, I think?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Also a good player.
All right, so let's go on to Fairport versus Rush.
Oh, that's going to be a good one. A couple of weeks ago, I would have said, Fairport, they're a lock.
Okay. But the way Rush is playing?
Rush, who lost everybody from last year, they're playing really well. And they gave Fairport a really hard time in their last matchup.
Last game, yeah.
Yeah. So
who you got?
I got to go with experience and Fairport.
Okay, Jake?
Fairport.
Fairport?
It's hard to beat Coach Fitch. It really is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Calvin Betts is a hell of a coach.
Coach Sue. Okay, Wayne versus Monroe. I wonder who Jake is going to pick.
I don't know. I like Monroe. No,
Jake, so you got some experience with this. You played on the team a couple years ago, and you were on the sectional winning team. So give us some insight with this. You saw Monroe play. Give us some insight between Wayne and Monroe.
I mean, it's just hard not picking Wayne. Even if I didn't go there, it's hard to bet against Coach Thompson. It really is. And this year he really has the pieces without Blankenberg. He's got Aiden Twist, very athletic. He can match anyone on Monroe. He's got Shooter and Richie. He's got legit stretch four and Jack Miles. And he's got a sophomore big in MJ Marvin.
Yeah, he's playing well.
He's
playing
a double machine.
Yeah.
And they have not been turning the ball over as much. Aiden Twist hasn't had a turnover in 8 straight games.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man, he got the inside.
He got the inside.
It's very hard, but Monroe, they are a scrappy team, and they can shoot that ball.
Yeah.
So he's going with Wayne. What you got?
I don't know. I think Monroe is deeper. And this is two contrasting styles because Monroe will play, I'm talking about Wayne will play that 2-3 zone, right? Which they do very, very well.
They only allow 40 so points a game.
Yeah. But Monroe, I mean, they're the opposite. They play that in-your-face, dog-eat-dog, man-to-man defense. And they like sprinting and running, and they got two bigs who are identical, and John Hardy and Jordan Reese.
They have Navarian Patton, who's just been...
Taj Holmes. Those guys are dogs.
And not for nothing, Monroe is a team that they felt the taste of a state championship. And when you in football, and a couple of those guys are on the football team, and I think that's something when you taste a little bit of a championship, you want it for all the other sport. I don't know who's going to win this game because Wayne has the experience. They've been there before.
It's two champions against each other.
It's two champions against each other. That game at 3 o'clock is going to be good.
I'll say this. When I was with them down in Florida, they played a team just like Monroe. And they went out and they beat them pretty good. So, and this was a AAA school, so they might not be as deep because they only bring one guy off the bench usually. Okay. If that. So
that's some insight. Okay, let's go into Lions versus Geneseo. Who you got, Gerard?
I got Lions.
JJ, Steven LeBret, the LeBret boy, all of them. So talk about it.
Did Geneseo beat Lions earlier this year?
I don't think they played.
No, they didn't play? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, they got big J.J. Johnson, one of the best players in Section 5.
Even LeBret playing. Both LeBrets are playing good.
Contrell Parker is an outstanding point guard.
Yeah,
They got Jaja. Yeah, they're
You're going with
just
Lions.
loaded. Yeah.
You're going with Lions. What about you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going Lions. We're looking for number 27 for sectional titles.
27 sectional.
Yeah.
That's like a basketball school out in Lions, little old town. Going for 27 sectional.
27?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what they're going for.
Well, I give them credit because, they lost their coach and now they got their AD, Zach Young. Done a great job. He's done it before.
Yeah.
So.
Well, good for them. York versus Honeoye.
Geneseo's got some shooters, too.
Yeah. The coach's son.
Yeah.
Hepler.
Yeah.
I wouldn't overlook them.
Yeah. Oh, no, there's a reason why they're in the championship. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Okay, York versus Honeoye. We got a minute and a half.
Okay, this is the deepest class. Number 8, York. They got who? Parker Bonafide and Mason
Parsons.
Mason Parsons, yeah. And you got Honeoye with
The Washburns.
Honeoye is defending Section 5 champ. I go with number 1. I go with Honeoye.
Okay, what about you, Jake?
I'm going to go with York.
You're going with York? Okay.
They're a very deep team. They got Uriel Pinez-Dia. They got Brody Pangrazio. They're a deep team.
Okay.
They played earlier this year, too. I went to go see them. Honeoye beat them up, but
okay,
it's going to be a dogfight. So.
All right, let's go real quick into some girls. Kansas City Greenwood versus Bloomfield. I haven't seen Kansas City Greenwood. I've seen Bloomfield. Callum McCombs is on that team.
Yeah.
Keshko versus Oakfield, Alabama. These
That'll
are
be a
Gerard's
good
girls. This is going to be a good game.
matchup.
Oakfield, Alabama got those Hick twins. Keshko just got those sisters. Elba versus Notre Dame Batavia. Got the Filati sisters for Notre Dame Batavia. Elba is good too. Mercy versus HFL. Wanke versus Shea Angelo.
I give HFL the nod there.
You give him that. And Fairport versus Aquinas girls. Who you got?
I'm going with Aquinas.
You going with Aquinas girls?
I think, I think they're just too athletic.
What about you, Jake?
On a big floor, yeah.
Aquinas, yeah.
All right, guys. So we got about 30 seconds real quick. Big game. The biggest games going on. I would say all of them are big games, but look for Fairport versus Rush Henrietta to be a game of games. My opinion is that you don't know who's going to win. I think both teams are going to bring it just because of the troll section. That's all, guys. I appreciate everybody in studio. Jake, thanks for joining us. We got our best, my guy over here, Julio. That's it, folks.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.